Hiya, Year 9. I'm here to talk to you about the separate science option, and it's one real good opportunity that you have to choose going forward next year. Obviously, you've all got to do at least combined science, but there is that option of separate science. So I'm just going to go over it really quickly and provide you with some further information about it now. As you are making your option choices, it's really important to pick the subjects on based on what you enjoy, what you're good at, and also to spend some time and have a look about what you want to do in the future, and ensure that the subjects that you take will allow you to make those right decisions and move on to the careers that you want to have. So, what is separate science? Separate science is where you get three GCSEs in science. You get one in biology, one in chemistry, and one in physics. You cover the content in more breadth and depth. So, for instance, if you do separate science, you do extra units that other students wouldn't take that do combined science. You also have little extra bits, more challenging bits within the content that you study in the similar units. And it was brought in ultimately to make the jump to A-level sciences smaller, make that jump a little bit easier. So how is it different? Just a quick overview, and you can pause this and you can have a look. In combined science, which everybody will do, you'll get two GCSEs, you'll take 6 70-minute exams, and you've got one teacher 4 times a week. Whereas separate sciences, you get 3 GCSEs, so you get an extra GCSE. You've got the same number of exams. The exams are a little bit longer, so they can ask you more questions in those extra bits that you've learned. You'll have 3 subject teachers. You have a different teacher for your biology, different teacher for your chemistry, and one for your physics. And in total, you'll get to study science 7 hours per week. So why should you take it? Well, to start with, all the sciences are quite different. There's more chance to learn about them individually. I know, speaking from personal experience, I really enjoy physics and chemistry more than biology, and that to me would have been something that really would have made me choose separate science if I'd have had that opportunity. You might be thinking and looking forward and thinking you want to be an engineer, or you want to go to university and take certain subjects. So actually you need to take A-level sciences, and taking separate science makes that jump a lot easier. You might want to take it if you are interested and enjoy science, again, even if you enjoy one aspect of science more than another aspect. Or finally, if you're interested in a career in STEM, and just on careers in STEM, there are a multitude of things you can do with a science, technology, engineering, and maths qualification. Loads and loads. I'm not going to read through all the jobs there, and that's just a handful of them. What's important on this slide is the fact that there are real opportunities in the workplace if you take STEM qualifications. 640,000 jobs will need to be filled in the next 3 or 4 years in STEM. So it's a really good opportunity, good subject to take for a real successful career where there are plenty of opportunities. And why shouldn't you take it? You shouldn't take it if you're not currently working at securing or excelling in science and maths. Shouldn't take it if you're hoping for a specific teacher for one of the subjects. The teachers will change year on year. You should have that interest in it. And don't take it just to make up one of your options. It should really be your first or your second choice, and you should really have that enjoyment behind it. And finally, current year 11 feedback. They think it's hard, but they think it's really rewarding. Their feedback to you was to make sure you look at what you want to do in the longer term and see actually if you need it. And if you do need it, it's well worth taking. It makes them feel really smart, makes them feel intelligent, doing some really challenging science that is really relevant, particularly with COVID at the moment. And finally, I think the most important quote here is you need to be prepared for the challenge, but it is very interesting. If you've got any further questions about studying separate science, please speak to your science teacher or me, Mr. Nalbachek, or Mr. Keane in the new year. Thank you.